Yesterday, YouTube lost one of its most interesting channels, Unus Annus.
It's gone forever. If you missed it, you missed it.
It'll make sense when it ends.
Unus Annus, Unus Annus.
In many years to come, when we search for our favourite creators on YouTube, we'll see some of the greatest channels of all time. But one that won't be found is a channel that many consider to be YouTube's greatest creative experiment, Unus Annus. A channel that no longer exists, not because it was taken down by YouTube, but because the end goal was to delete it after 365 days. It's been 1 year since the channel's deletion, so I thought it would be fitting to look back on what made Unus Annus so unique and why it's unlikely to ever be replicated again on the site. Hello, just wanted to say before the video begins, if you do enjoy my content, then please do consider hitting that like button and also subscribing and hit that bell notification. Thanks very much for watching. So let's go back to the beginning. On the 13th of November 2019, the channel Unus Annus was set up by YouTubers Markiplier and Ethan Nestor of the channel CrankGamePlays. The first video uploaded to the channel, despite being slightly mysterious, explained that Unus Annus was a way of giving their viewers a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Unus Annus.
1 year.
This channel, much like all of you, has a limited amount of time.
And every day we march ever closer to this channel's inevitable doom.
That means we'll be uploading every single day until the clock strikes 0.
And then it's game over.
Bye-bye.
Finito.
Finished.
Curtains.
Gone, gone.
Night-night.
The channel's name, Unus Annus, translates from Latin to 1 year, and that ties into the idea that after 365 days, the channel and all of its content would be deleted. Latin terminology was an important theme in the creation of Unus Annus. The words
Memento Mori,
which was a commonly used term between Mark and Ethan, translates to remember that you have to die, which was a constant reminder of the looming demise of the channel. However, with the plan of creating and uploading something unique every single day, what type of videos were two creators whose main content is gaming likely to post? Well, the second upload to the channel truly set the tone: cooking with sex toys.
Alright, now we get to mixing. Why use a whisk or a fork or anything when you could use a mixer? A hand mixer.
Yeah.
So you want to start off slow. Slowly.
The type of content they would upload was created with the intention of moving away from their typical gaming videos. The idea was to push themselves creatively and experiment with all types of content.
We wanted to make videos for the sake of making them, without worrying about protecting what we had or building some kind of an empire.
To bring our ideas to life without worrying about if the algorithm would support it or not.
Which means that we are willingly removing ourselves from the worry of demonetization and age restriction.
Unus Annus would reach #1 on trending in the first 2 days of the channel going live, and within 7 days of the channel's creation, they had already surpassed 1 million subscribers. However, it was becoming clear early on that something iconic was being born in each of their uploads: the intro. Each video would begin with a countdown showing how many days, hours, and seconds were left until the channel's end. Alongside this was the ominous Unus Annus chant and the sound of a clock ticking.
Unus Annus, Unus Annus.
The content the channel would go on to post over the next few months was highly entertaining. It was just two guys making random funny videos that were very, very watchable. From videos such as doing each other's makeup in the dark.
Alright, here we go. It's a little spooky because I
Please
don't know.
warn me when I should close my eyes.
Okay. Alright.
Because they are so open right now.
So we're gonna want to take this here. We're gonna put this.
And Mark and Ethan attempt an escape room.
You can do this. I believe in you. Because remember, if you're gonna face your death, why not it be in the dirtiest, tightest crawl space you could probably think of?
Okay. Hey, please don't!
He'll be fine.
Unus Annus even had a special guest of young boy lover James Charles.
I'm gonna make sure you don't die, because I don't know if I could survive that lawsuit.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, this is good.
Perfect.
Wow. Okay.
I was just trying to catch rain in my hands, that's all.
For me, personally, the real highlight of the channel was discovering Ethan. I, like many others on the site, have been watching Markiplier for many years, and I know his personality and what he's like. However, I'd never watched any of Ethan's videos on his channel CrankGamePlays, and as it turns out, Ethan is awesome. His quick-witted humour and hilarious random gibberish mixed with his charming chemistry on screen with Markiplier made for a winning formula.
Hi.
How's it going?
You're gonna die.
And what happens when you die? Can you sense anything? Can you hear? Can you...
That's a nice camera.
Yeah, it's great.
It wouldn't be long until the channel would really start to hit its stride. However, in March of 2020, a spanner was thrown into the works.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died.
Between March and June of 2020, as a result of the pandemic, Mark and Ethan had to change up the type of content they'd planned to make. Due to the lockdown, they had to abide by social distancing, and as a result, the videos also had to adapt. They began producing small-scale videos where they only interacted via video calls.
Also, if you haven't noticed, Mark and I are both in quarantine, keeping away from each other.
Nearly 3 months after, Unus Annus were finally able to resume their face-to-face work around mid-June of 2020. Thousands of fans had truly started to embrace Unus Annus, and across social media there were thousands of posts showing amazing fan art, memes, and tons of fan animations. By this time, the channel had jokingly become what many had titled as a cult and had surpassed 3 million subscribers. All of this would help to truly cement the channel's legacy. 2020 was a difficult year for many of us, and Unus Annus was able to consistently fill a gap for a lot of people when it came to watching YouTube content. What I personally loved about Unus Annus was the creativity and innovation in their videos and ideas. They had to come up with original ideas and execute them every day, and I think that's the sort of creativity that's been slightly lost on YouTube nowadays. Now you see a lot of creators taking perhaps an easier route to getting the numbers and ad revenue, and while I don't believe there's anything wrong with that, it was nice to see something a little bit different, and for me, that's what made Unus Annus so unique. But as quickly as the channel started, it was soon to end. As summer came to a close, the two held a 9-day mini-series, if you like, which was titled Camp Unus Annus. In these videos, the two would camp outside and do camp-based challenges and activities.
No, you come to me with the egg. You come to me with the egg.
Careful.
You come to me with the egg.
Careful.
Come to me with the egg.
I will never come to you with this egg.
Come to me with the egg.
You don't.
You get over here. You get over here, Buster. You can't.
Despite the channel's huge success, the time had come. On Friday the 13th of November 2020, a day that is traditionally considered unlucky in Western superstition, the channel met its end. A 12-hour-long live stream featuring Mark, Ethan, and Amy Nelson, who's Mark's girlfriend and the channel's camera operator, sat down and reviewed their videos from the past year alongside memes and fan art. With over 1.6 million people watching live, the channel was deleted at 12 PM.
Unus Annus.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
And just like that, Unus Annus was no more.
You know, someone asked me a year ago why I was doing this. Why we were making a channel and putting so much effort into it just to delete it. They didn't understand it. They couldn't understand it. They were like, it didn't make any sense. Why would someone put all that effort into something they were just going to get rid of? They were just going to throw away. And I said, it'll make sense when it ends. And I don't think that point could have been more properly articulated than last night when 1.5 million people stopped whatever they were doing to watch and pay respect to the end of Unus Annus.
Unus Annus was something that was really, really special. And I truly think that it was something that will go down in YouTube history and something that can't be replicated.
Despite the channel having over 4.5 million subscribers with over 800 million views in 365 days, Mark and Ethan stuck to exactly what they said they were going to do and deleted it. And while, like many other deleted videos on YouTube, someone just re-uploads them somewhere else so you can re-watch them elsewhere, this was not the case with Unus Annus.
I try to take down everything that I see, but the long story short is they will be taken down. Because we are very serious about that. We honestly just like, we're not joking around when it comes to that sort of things. So if you're doing it, just be aware, when we submit the takedown request, it will likely delete your channel. Just be aware of that, because that is happening, and I am not apologizing for it.
So while the channel was deleted from YouTube's history books, the legend lives on. In the aftermath of the channel's deletion, many big YouTubers made videos talking about the channel and the genius behind the idea and its execution.
It's gone forever. If you missed it, you missed it. And it's a fascinating commentary on both humanity and self. In Markiplier's post-mortem video, he called it. I'd love to have these guys talk about this on Impulsive, because I don't think a wave has been paved like this, or we've seen anything this innovative on YouTube in so long. This is the coolest thing to me. But he said, I firmly believe that the entirety of what something is cannot be truly appreciated until it ends. And he's so right.
Like, the whole project, I think, was something truly interesting and fascinating. I was honestly expecting them just to come on the live stream and just goatsy themselves in front of everyone and just say, you get fucking pranked, nerds. We're actually just going to keep posting. We're not deleting the channel. What are we, idiots? You know, just something like that. But they really did follow through on everything, and I think it's all the more special because of it. So I just wanted to talk about this because I really think the Unus Annus experiment was something really, truly unique.
So given how successful Unus Annus was in the end, what are the chances others will try to replicate it? Well, as we know, any type of success on YouTube is immediately copied and pasted elsewhere in order to jump on the algorithm and AdSense train, but I don't think Unus Annus will ever be replicated, and I think the main reason for that is because most YouTubers wouldn't dare delete a channel that's profitable. Unus Annus wasn't about the money or monetization, it was about the concept, the idea, and the experience for the viewer, and that's why it was so innovative and will likely be a one-off. It is, without a doubt, the greatest creative idea we've seen on YouTube for many, many years, and while some of you watching may never have experienced it, then that is truly a shame, and of course, because of the channel's deletion, you can't go back and watch it, but that was the point. However, for those that were there for the journey, then hopefully this video reminds you of your experience with Unus Annus, and while it has been a full 365 days since the channel was erased from YouTube, it may be gone, but it's certainly not forgotten. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and any of the graphics I used, then you can purchase them and use them in your videos and customize them to tell your story, whether that's storytelling elements or just a new subscriber intro and outro. Then hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, or keep an eye out for my website jfx.co.uk, which is coming soon, and you can buy some of those assets and templates and truly make your videos stand out from all the others. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, please don't subscribe because I probably won't make one of these videos again.